Alrighty, everybody. Welcome to the Week 8 edition of The Brawl. Yes, I said Week 8. That means after this week, the NFL season is halfway over. As far as the fantasy season is, it's about, there's only about 5-6 weeks left in the fantasy season, and it's moving quick. Everything's moving insanely fast, and not only is it moving fast, but for the NFL season, but it's moving even faster for the Man Boob League. And there's some moving, there's some movers, there's some shakers, there's some crazy things going on right now. Teams are falling, teams are propelling. It's madness. It's madness right now. It's good. It's good though. That's what this year's about. This is a good year in fantasy football. I don't care if you're one of the last people who's ranked in the league. I don't care if you're one of the first, but it's going great. It's exciting. It really is, and this is everything to go for because no one's really out. No one's a real. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I take that back. Yes, teams are out, but things are exciting. Everyone's got things to be proud of. One of my favorite things about this year so far is that you can see the competitiveness in this league. Like in years prior, we have seen teams just out weekend. We know where the weaklings are, but there's no weaklings. That's what's amazing. There's no weaklings right now. Like everyone knows their shit. Everyone in this league can talk shit to everyone else, like about how good they're doing and everything they've learned just from being in this league because it's so competitive, and that's why I like it. You know, it's extremely competitive. It's going great, and that's my biggest thank you to every one of the pretty people in this league is that it's coming to fruition, and this is. Right now, we're seeing a league that's great. This is an amazing league. It really is. Like, it's awesome. I don't care. I will take last place every single year just for every year to be like this year, where everyone's just getting better. Everyone's just being a better manager. Everything's just great. So, that's my thank you to everyone and to express my excitement for everything to start out. So, for my Week 8 power rankings. Yes, I said Week 8. My doghouse team of the week. I'm going to just put myself on the spot. I'm going to go with myself. I went and tried to make a crazy trade and get Leonard Fournette. That's not working out so far. And things aren't looking good for me, which I'm okay with. I took that risk in making trades and stuff, and knowing my team would probably drop if things don't work out. But that's okay. Like I said, like things are working out better for everyone else, and for the history of this league, I'll continue to do just erroneous things with my team and try to change it up. It's okay. It's okay for me. Like my team might finish last, but it's all right, and that's why I give myself last because I try to make the trade for Leonard Fournette, and it's not going to work out for me. I'm going to lose a lot of points with Odell Beckham because he might go off and do all these crazy things, but it's hurting me. It's hurting me right now, and my team is falling harder than any other team in the league. My team's not doing so hot. I might even be arguably the worst, but I'm not. And I'll continue to elaborate on everything, but that's why I put me on, because I'm falling farther than anyone else. So, for the Ryan Pyle General Manager of the Week, I'm going to go with Andy McCobbin. He has not only has he scored over 100 points in the past 4 weeks, but he's also going to get Le'Veon Bell back at some point. And he is in a big race. He needs some cards to fall his way, but over the past 4 weeks, he's dominated. I've hated on him a few weeks ago, but now things have changed. Over the course of a few weeks is how they do in fantasy football, and things are looking great for him. Things are looking really good. And that's what I've got to say is things. No one's made it from the bottom to where they are now, quite like he has in the league. No one's made a bigger change than him, and that's why I'll give him that. As you can tell, we haven't done anything with the blinds behind us, and we like consistency. This is a consistent household, and that's we're all in that. So, without further ado, I'll get on with the rest of the power rankings after this shot. Here we go. It's never easy. It's never easy already, like especially after you're fucked up. So, my fantasy rankings week 12 for the Brawl. Number 12, Run DMC Howie. Still not super impressive. You really don't have many hitters. You'll probably beat Gil this week. But it's not gonna mean much in the long run. You might score a lot this. You might score a lot this week because of how many points you had from Thursday night, but it's a lot of luck. It's a lot. You're a good man. You're a good manager. Everyone in this league is a good manager, honestly, and that's why this league is so great. Is that we have had amazing managers who are ranked 12 in this league, and that's what. But nothing on you, but your team just not looking good. Ranked 12. I think if you look at your roster and everyone else is on the same page with that. I really do believe so. And that's right there. So we go on to rank 11 is Too Much Muscle. Also, same thing as Howie. Not very scary. Not only is your team not very scary, but and you might be on the same level as Howie, but you're also a guy who's anyone you've hit up, we can tell you're scared. You're scared about your team. You're making trades. You're making moves, which is good. Which is what you should do as a manager, is be a mover and a shaker. But it's not great. It's not great moves. It's very fear based. It's very fear based, and I get it. If I was in your position, I'd be the same. But your team's just not very good as well. Your team's just not that great. Which is okay. Whatever. Because at number 10, I give myself commish. There's not a team in this league who's falling harder than mine. I've taken risks. I'm making a lot of moves in the free agent wire. I'm doing some goofy things in my lineup, but that's kind of what I suspected from myself. I had the last pick in the draft. That's the exact opposite of where I wanted beforehand. That was the last spot that I wanted in the league, but that's what happens, and it's okay. It's okay. for myself. Like, I expect myself to finish in the bottom three in the league at the end of the year, but I made a push. I made trade. I was able to do some make trades and everything, but it's probably not going to work out for me. I get screwed by Le'Veon Bell, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm happy. I'm happy with. I know how my team's going to finish. It's going to finish in the bottom three, and I'm okay with that. I really am, because of my effort to make changes and do things. And that's what fantasy is about, is having fun. I've had a lot of fun with my team, but I digress with that. So then I go to number 9, the Horned Kex, aka Cortez. You have a better record than my team, and one thing I can say about not only about Jim and Corey, of course, the Horned Kex, but not only can I say about them is that when I hate on a team in this league, they tend to propel. That's almost like a grace. Like when I hate on a team, that's almost like giving them good graces, because that seems to happen. Like teams seem to propel, and my team seem to drop, and so do other teams. And that's why your team's there, is that the Horned Kicks have a better record than my team. They haven't looked bad, and apart from like Gil, and Howie, the rest of the teams in the league have looked a lot better than ours. They've really came into fruition. The fruits of their labor have really showed out, and how well, and the credit that I gave Corey week 1 for drafting a good team. And same thing for Jim. Those are all those are all commissioners who picked in the top 5 or top 4 even. Again, for how good the draft was. It's coming to fruition for them, and they might not be playoff teams, but things are looking great for them. Things are looking good. And so, one thing I say about Cortez is things are on there's some sunshine. I won't say playoff, but I will say, well done. Well done. You aren't going to embarrass yourself. And that's what I give off for team number 8 is the five finger death punch, Jim. You are the same spot as Corey. You and Cortez have been very similar managers for a very long time. Ever since this league has came to its pinnacle, like from its infancy to where it is now, you guys have been on the same cusp as each other. And this year could not have worked out better with you guys getting like picks like within the same vicinity as each other. I think you guys were back to back almost. But same thing that I said about Corey's team, I can say about yours. Like, better than mine. Both of your guys' teams are looking better than mine, and you guys did some good things with your picks. I would trade my team for either of your teams, and but that's the only thing that the only thing holding you back is just how bad your guys' starts were, and it's just not from here on out. And that's where I'm going. Like, when I do these rankings, that's where I'm going at, is talking about how we're on the back end. We're on the back end of the fantasy league, and that's what I'm talking about for the league, is when I make these rankings is how things are looking out on the back end. But you're same thing with you and Corey. Things didn't look so good on the front end that it's going to be hard to make up for the back end. But like I said, anything could almost happen. There's some good managers in this league.